Alright guys, Grandpito Baker. Gotta set up the strappy, which we already cut a hole for the exhaust bolt. Here it is. So we get that one side set. Yeah, right. Go and get that one side in there. I like to spray lube in there so it's not dry when you go into it aluminum. Let me make sure I'm straight. You definitely don't want it dry when you go in. You definitely don't want it dry when you go in. Nobody likes it dry when you go in. At least spit on it. Hot toy! At least give it a hot toy. You know what I mean? I'm just playing. Anyways. At least give it a hot toy. Alright. It's so damn cold out here. I went ahead and put my sweatpants over my pants. Got my sweatshirt over my chut under my jacket, which I usually don't do. But I ran out of propane, so my heater's not working. It is cold out here. So, you know, it's getting in the 20s at night. It's freaking cold. But I need to push forward. I need to get this done. So, we're just going to deal with it. A little bit of cold, no big deal. Alright. Alright, we got that one. Now, let's do the other one. Figure out where she's going to be. Alright. Need her up about there. So, I'm going to stab a hole about right there. Alright. So now, we're going to stab a hole in this pig. What did I do with my knife? It's under my gloves. Here we go. There we figure about right here. I don't plan on using this or anything, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's compromised, as long as it works what I need to do. Okay. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Doesn't matter. Alright. Let's get another bolt. Alright. It's gonna be right here, edge. About right here. So let's mark it right here. I don't want to cut it too big because when the bolt goes through, you don't want it pulling through the head. You know, you get it on there and it starts pulling on it and it rips through the head. That's an issue. You don't want that to happen. So you cut the hole as small as possible. Just like in the junkyard. When you're doing this in the junkyard, you want to make sure it's not too big so the head don't pull through. So it works like a natural washer. Damn, this thing's beefy. It's beefy. Definitely beefy. Alright. Let's try to stab it through like an earring back in the 1980s. Hey, I got two holes over here. My sister took a earring that was not surgical steel. Did not have a point on it. It was a flat tip. She stuck up my ear and went pop. Yep. I had a dangling earring back in the 80s. Well, 91. Close enough. So I had a dangling earring with the cross. I had a dangling earring with the skull and all that stuff. And this is how my sister did it. She just stuffed it right on through. Of course, the infection came later. But it worked. All the older guys understand that. All the young people can be like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. You're an idiot. Yeah, I was. But when you're a teenager, you don't know any better. You're still learning life for what it is. You do that dumb stuff. Alright. Come on. There we go. See? Got it through. Now, we're going to trim all this excess. So we're going to bolt the stick correctly. There we go. Let's get that out of there. I don't care if it comes off. I just want it to move out the way. There we go. All right. Now we're going to spray it with a little bit of lubricant. And we'll attach it. All right. Okie dokie. Make sure she's straight. Yeah, she's good to go. All right. Spray a little bit of KY jelly on her. There we go. All right. Let's make sure she's straight. And we're going to drop her in. There we go. Yeah, my fingers hurt. Is it cold out here? Your fingers hurt. So I'm going to put the gloves on. It's probably not in the 20s in the shed yet, but it's in the 20s outside, so my hands are hurting. Especially since I lost all that weight because of my medical issue. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. Let's tighten her down. All right. We got that bolt on that side over there. And now we're going to tighten this bolt down. Sorry, got to adjust the... All right. Make sure it's about right here. Then we'll go ahead and tighten the bolt down. Now watch. I go to take the exhaust bolts out and they'll frickin' break. You know how it goes. Alright. Make sure this one's good and taut. Make sure it's good and tight. There we go. Alright. Now, I've got to pull her out and get her set up. So, guys, give me a sec. Okay, I gotta take the glove off. All right, let's get this pig set up. There we go. Still gonna have my gloves on because it's dumb cold in here. All right, let's put this pig up. Well, that's gonna come off. That's for the camera. Can't do anything with that. Come on. Come on. There we go. There's one. Let's get the other one. One of us. One of us. Okay. Okay. I had those backwards. This one, I think, goes back here. Yeah. Yep. I had that backwards. That's the pivot point. That was supposed to be there. Yeah, that's what I was with. It's midnight. You're out here playing with stuff. Okay. Now, put this one in. Come on. Okay. Got it. That's a lot of work. There we go. Now, to get the pump a hump, gotta find the pump a hump real quick. We got her set up, so give me a sec. Let me find the jack handle. All right, let's get her jacked up. Get ready to grab the hoist. Wow. All right, let's see how we're going to do this. Okay, this is going to be an issue. All right, how we do this? All right, I'm probably going to spin this engine around from the back. It's been a while since I dropped it on the engine stand. Well, actually, when I put it on the engine stand, I just picked a block up and stuck it in there. So I didn't use the engine hoist. You know, it's only 100 pounds, so I picked it up and stuffed it in there. So now I gotta figure out how to pick up the engine by itself with that. So give me a second. I'm probably gonna have to spin the engine hoist around and go from there. Give me a second, let me figure it out. All right, probably about the best I can come up with. This is probably not going to work out right, being that the engine stand and the hoist don't want to combine. So we just got to manhandle it. All right. So, since nothing wants to mate, this is probably not going to be fun, but we'll get it. All right, probably gonna be fun to put it back on this engine stand. I'm sure it's not level. Of course not. It never levels when you want it to. So let's fight it. Actually, this hoist, I can't stand this hoist. This hoist is garbage. It doesn't extend the way it's supposed to. It doesn't go out nowhere near what it's supposed to. It's short. But it took this hoist to get the engine out of the crown brake to begin with. was ridiculous. I'm gonna get a different hoist. This engine hoist is garbage. It's probably good for Hondas and stuff, but it is not good for a V8. Yeah. This is gonna be a nightmare. So when I go to put it back on here, I guarantee it won't be on camera. This is gonna be a nightmare. It's definitely gonna be a nightmare. This thing is so short. It's one of the cheap ones from the Harbor Freight. It's a shorties. I mean, it's probably great for like a Honda or short front cars and this and that. But for a V8 on a deep car like a Crown Vic, I should have had the bigger one. I didn't know any better, you know. It's the first one I actually bought that wasn't given to me. Come on. So, all right. So now, I got a dwindling engine. I'm gonna drop it down a little bit. That way I can put the flywheel on it. Alright, there we go. There. Now I gotta pull the hoist off of here. Are you guys even seeing? Yeah, I gotta pull the puppy off of here. So that way I can get the flywheel on. It's gonna be probably a nightmare to get this back on that engine stand. I'm gonna have to buy probably the 2-ton that extends out longer, because this one literally mounted to the front of the end, the 4.6 out of the Crown Vic. We had to literally lift it up over the cross member, then I was able to hook the back of it and pick the engine up. This thing is too short. I mean, it says a 1/4 ton where it's at. This is the cheap $199 one, I think it was, the 1 ton. This thing's so short, it's not, it might work for a Honda with a short front end, or, you know, a Kia or something like that. But it doesn't work for an American vehicle that has a long front end, so I'll be getting a different one. But right now, I'm gonna pull this off here so I can put the flywheel on. So, there. Anyways, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna snatch the back off. Right here. We're gonna snatch this off. Then we're going to put the flywheel on. And you can't see it. There you go. It's not level, so it's not gonna stay right. But we need to pull this off here. All right. This is the big boy. Here we go. Now, yeah, I can't slide it and get it level, so. Come on. Sorry guys, if you're wearing earbuds, that ping, ping, ping is really loud. Alright. Alright. Let's get this pig off of here. Alright. Bottom. Bottom. Alright. Alright. Top. Top. Alright. Top, bottom, top, bottom. Alright. Alright. Alright guys. Give me a sec. Let me take a look at this. Be right back.